Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is I, Shinobazu, your gaming and anime ninja, and I want to welcome you guys today to day 33 of your 30 days of Shino. Today I just wanted to talk about. Today's been rough for me. Interesting, rough, confusing. Last night was more what caused most of this. Last night was just kind of an interestingly crazy stream. We saw some old friends, we had some good laughs and all that stuff. But going into the stream today, I noticed there was a lot. Also, I had an ear infection. Side note, really rough. I don't know if you guys have noticed, if I've been complaining about my ear on stream and like feeling like there's like my ears popping or it's in pain. I can't put headphones in. I assume maybe I just messed up my ear from like using Q-tips too much, which I mean probably had something to do with it. But apparently my ear was infected, so I have these pills I have to take to get rid of it once every 12 hours. It's hilarious. Been in like days, if not almost a week of pain, like excruciating pain at some point. I literally couldn't even sleep the other day after the stream Monday. And come to find out that like I literally go to the quick care, sit down, wait for like half hour to get the quick care paperwork done, sit down in the doctor's office after maybe another half hour. He walks in, looks at my left ear, looks at my right ear. Yeah, you've got an inner ear infection in between your ear and this and blah, 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 blah. Other doctor mumbo jumbo that you don't understand. Here's a prescription for pills. You're going to take this for 10 days, once a day, every 12 or twice a day, every 12 hours for 10 days. Even if even the problem goes away, you finish this capsule of pills and then you'll be fine. All right, cool. You get the fuck out of here, all right, buddy? And I'm like, bruh, like literally not even like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, check me. Like, he was literally just like, in this ear, in this ear. Yeah, there's a problem. You can get the fuck out now. And I'm like, seriously? But sure enough, man, I took one of those pills and I was all right. And it was like, it felt a little bit better. My second pill, it felt even better. And I'm just like, bro, like, I'll take the next pill during the stream and we'll see how that goes. But it's just like crazy to me. I know it's off topic, but anyway, let me get back to the point. I apologize. This still just kind of amazes me. Like doctors, I do the same thing with computers at work, so I guess it shouldn't bother me that much. But it's still just like having him literally walk at me, look at me for like under 60 seconds, and it's like, this is your problem. This is how you fix it. You'll feel better in no time. And yeah, it's crazy. Doctors, gotta love them. Also, quick side note: I do live in Las Vegas. If you're in the Las Vegas area, please be safe. If you guys do, there's ways to donate blood, ways to give back. If you guys do care, there are a lot of people in need in Las Vegas and going through a lot of great trauma. There's many different ways you can give back. Sometimes it's money, sometimes it's blood, sometimes it's just a shoulder to cry on. Please, if you are in the area and you need someone to talk to, my Twitter DMs are open. My Discord DMs are open. I'm always hanging around. You can even tweet at me directly. I check my Twitter 1,000 times a day. If you want to sit and talk, whatever, let me know. We can talk, whatever it is. I'm here for you as best I can. I'm Battleborn myself. Vegas born, Vegas raised. If you guys need anything from me, please don't hesitate to let me know, okay? Back to my video. I apologize. One of today I had to do this last weekend. We've had some interesting things in the stream transpire over the last week. Lot of issues, a lot of things. I mean, these are things that come with growing and being an internet personality. And one of the things, I think, I won't go too far into this. I'll save it for another time. But it's just one of those things when you think of it as like, you know, My Hero Academy. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of us started in Twitch Academy as friends. Like we grew up together. We learned how to get through viewers together, how to get through hosts together, how to get through stream sniping together. We learned how to do a lot of these things together when we were younger. But as we grew older, as time goes on, it's part of the growth. Like in some scenarios and in some facets and in some eyes and to some people, the people who were your friends end up becoming your rivals, and your relationships change very quickly. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to go through, just depending on how close you were to those people or how close you allowed yourself to become to those people. Some people it's harder than others, some people it's easier than others. But some things have transpired. I'm not going to go too much into the controversy of it all, but over the past week, I've had to make a lot of rough decisions about removing certain people from the community in order for the benefit of the community as a whole, just to keep things positive, keep things focused on the right thing in the stream. One of my good friends, Blinky Bill, told me is like never get caught up in things in the dark. Because by basically trying to deal with everything in the dark, eventually it ends up coming to light anyway. So just drop it entirely, like deal with it, confront it, deal with it, drop it entirely and move on. But just don't do it in the dark. Do it out in the open, take care of it, and move on. So, and I guess my thought on that is, I know that the decision that I made will affect a lot of people, important people in my community. I know some of them will be positive, some will be negative, some of it will be mixed. But there are decisions I felt I had to make in order for the stream to be able to go on. That being said, what I want to let you guys know is, if you know these changes are going to affect your community, please let your community know. So the title of today's episode would just be honest with your community. So you have your personal life, let your personal life be your personal life. You have, your romantic life, your work life. Share, you can keep some parts of your life secret. You don't have to be an open book. But if something's going on that affects your stream, that affects your stream's community, let them know what's going on. They're going to see it anyway. They're going to find out anyway. So just be honest with them about what's going on and why it's going on. Whether you approach them during your stream, out of the stream, whatever the case may be, let them know what's going on. Don't let major changes happen and let them feel like they are the last to know. That nothing makes someone feel less a part of a community than finding out about something major happening in the community from somebody else. So, again, you are the leader of it. You are the gardener, as I've mentioned before. It is your responsibility to educate them and keep them abreast of situations. I know you can't go and, again, this isn't to go and spread drama or to spread gossip or anything like that. I'm saying it in terms of addressing the things that you're doing and why you're doing them. I think that being accountable and not being, not accountable is not the word I'm looking for, but I can't remember the word. It's a Simon Sinek phrase, I remember, but basically said, being accountable doesn't mean, it's not accountable. Can't remember what the word is. It's gonna bug me. It's a quote. I'm gonna look for it. It's on my Instagram. I'll find it and I'll just put it up over my face, like right here. So you guys will have that quote, what he said right there. But essentially what it means is, it doesn't mean telling people every single little thing that you do. But it does mean is having a reason for everything that you do. Meaning if at any given moment you're asked about why something happened, you have an answer for it. Not just that you did it without saying it or why or anything like that. It's being able to point to, this is why this happened and this is why I chose to do this to move forward. I don't have to tell you every little thing, micromanaging it, but if you ask me why this happened, I have an answer. Not a contrived, not a because I'm the boss or because I'm the streamer, blah, blah, blah. There is a rhyme and a reason to everything that I do. And I think it's very important, especially with the moderators of your community, to let them know what's going on. We had a major situation, like I said, that happened over the past week. I handled as much as I could of it quietly, but of course, before I could finish things up, things blew up a little bit out of hand in another streamer's chat. So I pulled as many of our moderators as I could to explain to them the situation as best I could, and then more came in and we spoke about it, and I spoke about what happened and why I did what I did and all the other things that were going on that they may not have known about just because it was part of my personal life, but that just kind of bled into the stream. But basically filling in the blanks and stitching it all together. Now again, not saying they need to know every single detail of your life or things like that. But if something's going to be affecting the stream and affecting the stream community, you need to be honest with the community about what's going on and why it's happening. Even though it is your community, they are still a part of it. Without them, without the people in your community, there's no community. Without the kingdom, there is no king. So do make sure that you're honest with them about what's happening and why it is. That's pretty much all I got to say today, guys. This is a positive thing. I know it seems like I'm coming from a darker tone at the moment because things were a little bit rough for me, but this is a positive thing. Letting your community know what's going on is a good thing because they can give you feedback on whether or not they like it or love it or hate it, so you can know if you're taking your community in the right direction, but also because it just helps bring you guys closer as a community to know that for them to know that you feel comfortable enough for them to let them know what's going on and why it's happening, and that you care enough about them. I think one of the things that stuck out with me the most is like they appreciated the fact that I just cared to take what their thoughts into consideration. They could see that in my actions. But so it's a big part of helping you guys feel closer together, but also more importantly, I wouldn't say more importantly, but also just as important as as important as it helps you guys grow together. It helps them know that if you feel close to you, close to them. Nothing extra. That's just it. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Got a little choked up there at the end and stumbled over my words, but either way, I still appreciate you guys hanging out, watching every video, and everything else in between. I'm going to edit this, go live. You already know, do my thing. But again, this has been Shino with day 3 of your 30 days of Shino. I'll see you guys later, alright? Till then, just... Oh yeah, fingers crossed for the partnership. Bye.